feel so happy, jumping and shouting out for more. But it's time for another chapter, time to hit to my Savior's call. This could be the final train. I ain't getting left out at all, so I sing it. So Papa
Sing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Papa Jesus.
Was just talking with someone in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Papa Jesus.
And it's raining up there. Heavy. Winds, as she said, it's just about 50 miles per hour. Morning, Michelle Forsyth. How do you do? My good old friend, well, not old, my good friend from the days of call center Grenada. Michelle, I visited the site here one day in the weekend. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Same building, yeah. Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Those of you in the diaspora locked in, good morning. Good day. You're praising him, right? Veronica Sandy. Good morning, GB and Grenada. Good morning, Gordon Innocent Joseph. Blessings to everyone. Mary E. Banks says good morning. Catherine Phillip, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Thank God it's Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. You too, eh? Petlin, good morning to you. Yeah. Nice. Take that 2 minutes and make a joyful noise. Huh?
I don't want to be with the many who will be junking and falling down.
Not at all.
So deaf. They won't hear when they jump in songs, so I sing it.
Good morning, Rhino. What's up, bro?
It feels so good. So Papa Jesus.
Denver, good morning.
Papa Jesus.
Soup.
Feels so good for us.
The folks up at Mount Agnes, good morning to you.
Praise the Lord. Praise him.
Pomerose, good morning. Mr. Doggy.
Praise him.
You good?
In the spirit.
A quiet man, eh?
Praise him. Praise him. Praise him.
Latant, good morning.
Praise him. Praise him.
Croshoe. Howdy do. 27 minutes on to 7 o'clock. That is the time. Everybody all right? When you look on the outside, it's overcast, heavily overcast. And you know why? It's because of Brett in the vicinity. Yeah, he's a little higher up to us, but nonetheless, we are going to feel the effects of him. Yeah. Thank God, spare us again. But there's another system right behind that, the Met Office together with NADMA will be looking at closely. We'll be giving you more information about that as we head to the weather forecast for today, that just around 7 o'clock. But we're safe for this one, okay? But do not get complacent. Complacency is not a good thing, especially during the season. We should be prepared at all times. This thing about God is a Grenadian. Sometimes, he has dual citizenship. So sometimes he's visiting somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nice. Let's see what's happening this morning. Let's get with the program. The word today is a tricky one, right? Yeah. Coming up with it, I knew it wasn't easy. The word today, the word of the day is the word hashtag. Did you know it was a word actually, or you thought it was just a symbol? Well, it's actually a word, hashtag. It is a noun. It is spelled H-A-S-H-T-A-G. H-A-S-H-T-A-G. It is a noun. And hashtag is a word or phrase that starts with the symbol, the number sign, the symbol, the number symbol. All right? And it also categorizes or comments on the text or image it accompanies. The word hashtag can also refer to that symbol used. All right? Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. She used the hashtag VeganEats to search social media for new recipes and restaurants she could add to her list. She used the hashtag VeganEats to search social media for new recipes and restaurants she could add to her list. Hashtag, that's the word for the day. Write it down, jot it down, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it, and learn how to use it. Good morning to you, Mr. Gaffel Hankey and the folks at Hankey's Computer Stores. Good morning. The computer store, good morning too. How they do? Nice. Nadisha, good morning to you and the family. As always, whenever I come to this segment, Nadisha comes to mind. And it's time for the thought of the day. And the thought of the day is this one. It's rather interesting. People take different roads seeking fulfillment and happiness. Now, just because they're not on your road doesn't mean they've gotten lost, okay? In essence, what it is saying is that everybody doesn't necessarily have to subscribe to your thoughts and actions, okay? People take different roads while they seek their fulfillment and their happiness. So just because they're not on the same road as you doesn't mean that they're lost. Your way is not the only way. You know, there are some folks that think it's my way or no way. That's not how the thing works. People are individuals. They've got their individual thoughts and ideas, you know. Everybody's got their own creative juices. You understand what I'm saying? Nice. So because I'm not walking down the road that you're walking doesn't necessarily mean that I'm lost. I might just be on the right road to where I want to go. You don't know where I'm going. You don't know what my plans are. So don't judge me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pastor Ruth Robertson family, good morning to you. The extended family. How do you do? How are the folks in Mardi Gras doing this morning? I have a partner in Mardi Gras, a red man. He says, shoot the dog, shoot the dog. Don't ask me what is this conversation about, okay? Just learn that. You think it easy to take it easy? Morris, good morning to you and your dear wife. Jigman, tall man. G, good morning. All right, what's buzzing? What's buzzing this morning? Of course, Maggie King of the Grill is on Saturday, the 29th of July at the Mount Rouge playing field. Be there on time. 12 noon is the start time. It's gonna be lots of activities. Loads and loads of activities. Entertainment galore. Be there. Good morning to my brother Mike Hutchinson, the karaoke boss. So he says, yeah? Good morning to you and the family, man. How are you doing? All is well? Yeah, I hope everything is good. I hope all is well. The family, your daughter is as brave as I've seen, man. Intelligent and, oh my goodness, I guess she got that from mom. Yeah, hearing him now. Hey, boy, don't say that, boy. All right, 22 minutes rather, on to 7 o'clock. By now, I know everybody has already identified which of the events on the Spice Mass 2023 calendar of events they're going to attend, if not all. Yeah. I might visit one or two of the tents. Just might do that. Go and listen to some good calypsos. Yeah. Papa Jerry, how the tent coming, boy? Yeah, sorry to bust your bubble. Sorry to disappoint you, but can't make it this year. I'm done with that. Nice. Good. What else is buzzing this morning? Okay, the National Democratic Congress administration has recorded several achievements in its first year in office. Delivering a national address, the Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, highlighted his government's achievements and shared insights into plans for the further development of Grenada. All as well. Sounds good. Yeah. What else is buzzing this morning? Okay, as the National Democratic Congress commemorates its first year in office, its leader, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, has given assurance that the outstanding issues of regularization of workers and pension reform are still high on the government's agenda. All right. I don't know how that one working out. How you make everybody that is employable become permanent? I don't know, but you've got a magic wand, man. Wave it. Okay, now would Grenadians have a special $50 note for the country's 50th anniversary of independence? Well, this depends on the decision to be made by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Council. Dr. Timothy Antoine, give us a 15, give us a special note for our anniversary. That is a milestone, you know. Give us a Grenada $50, boy. Whose face will we have on it? Eric Matthew Gary, Morris Bishop, Tillman Thomas, Ben Jones, George Brizan, Dame Cecil Lagrenade. Who are we going to have on it? I would love for us to have a $50 note. Yeah, a Grenada $50, boy. That sounds nice. Good. Good morning to Mr. Michael Pierre and family, former Speaker of the House of Representatives. How you doing, bro? I glanced you the other day. You're getting tall, man. Or should I put the ER behind? You're getting taller. Nice. While up there, let me say good morning to Mrs. Sylvie Nayak and the family. How you do? Yeah. Nice. Blueberry Hill. Good morning. Now, over the past 3 weeks, health officials have detected a slight increase in COVID-19 cases on the island. At the same time, there is an increase in influenza cases compared to previous years. Influenza? This thing that just passed there, that is more than influenza. No, that's a modified version of it. This thing was bad. I contracted this flu, man. Oh my goodness. That was, wow. They had something besides that in it, man. No. It can't be so bad. Alright, Grenadians are being placed on alert given the rise in reported incidents of debit and credit card theft. That's coming from CSERT, alright? Yeah, a lot of... I know why, boy. I know how. People just have a way of coming like Nigeria, boy. Okay. Alright, pieces of the missing Titan vessel were found on the ocean floor about 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic, the Coast Guard said. Ocean Gate Expeditions, the vessel's operator said, our hearts are with the families of the 5 souls lost. This one is sad, but you know, it's all part of life. And folks, those are the stories that are buzzing this morning. So we were supposed to have a very special guest this morning. We got a confirmation late yesterday afternoon, so I couldn't announce it. I was supposed to have the Prime Minister with me this morning. However, due to some other unforeseen events and plans, he cannot make it this morning, but he promises. I just spoke with the press secretary, and we confirmed tentatively for Tuesday mornings. So we look forward to that engagement with the Honorable Prime Minister on Tuesday morning. So this morning we are going to have some time to, converse. We're going to have a conversation this morning. So many things to talk about. But this is where we take the break from this segment. We got to go on to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. And those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. And those of you who are locked here with me, we've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. All right. Paula Paul says, good morning, Miss Innocent. You have me shaking a leg in bed on my vacation away from home. Laugh out loud. Shaking a leg. Okay. So true. Never judge someone who's on a different path than you. So says Paula Paul. Desmond Clovey, good morning. Good Friday morning, everyone. Sylvina Charles says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gordon. Thank you. Good morning to you. Wow, so sad. All day on the news in Florida. Lydia Cameron, good morning, Innocent. Blessed Friday. Be safe. Thank God it's Friday. Well, I only thank God every day, every single day I thank Him. All right, so folks, we take that break. We come back after 7. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather up next.
Notice is hereby given that the 39th Annual General Meeting of Nexa Credit Union Limited will be held at the Crown Ballroom, Radisson Beach Resort, Grenada, St. George, with simultaneous streaming on Zoom. The meeting commences at 2 p.m. Tuesday, 27th June 2023 for the following purposes: to receive the report of the Board of Directors and other committees for 2022, to receive the audit financial report for 2022, to elect members to the Board of Directors and other committees, to discuss and approve the budget for 2023, to appoint auditors and fix their remuneration, to act on such matters as may come before the 39th Annual General Meeting. All members are invited to attend either in person or via Zoom. You can register at any branch via telephone 440-1354 using the registration link www.nexacreditunion.com/AGM or by sending an email to marketing@nexacreditunion.com.
Good evening, I'm Ken Roy Batiste. The National Democratic Congress administration has recorded several achievements in its first year in office. Delivering a national address last evening, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell highlighted his government's achievements and shared insights into plans for the further development of Grenada. Rena Ped Thomas leads us off this evening.
Reflecting on the one-year journey of the NDC-led administration, which secured victory in the June 2022 general election last year, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell pointed out the fulfillment of several promises made on the campaign trail. This includes the payment of the retroactive pensions and gratuity, along with the repayment of $1.2 million to 1,721 teachers and other public servants, money which was docked from their salaries. Prime Minister Mitchell stated that by September of this year, the recently implemented bi-monthly payment for all government workers and pensioners will extend to all statutory bodies and government or state-owned entities. He also gave an update on the regularization of workers and pension reform, two issues which are still high on the government's agenda.
The matters of the regularization of workers and pension reform are still high on the government's agenda. I'm happy to report that the draft regularization framework is now at an advanced stage, with rollout expected in the latter half of this year and the start of 2024. And the Pension Reform Committee is actively working on a new public service pension plan, which should be completed by January of 2024. Nationwide consultations on the minimum wage, with a view to amending the minimum wage order, are still underway. And I call on the unions to display more leadership in these discussions.
With the recertification of the SEED program under the Ministry of Social Development, the government was able to add 500 new beneficiaries to the SEED program in April and expanded the program to include Carriacou and Petit-Martinique for the first time. The low-income houses donated to the people of Grenada by the government of the People's Republic of China have been retrofitted and upgraded and are expected to be handed over next month.
Affordable housing units, which were graciously donated to the people of Grenada by the government and people of the Republic of China, have been retrofitted and upgraded by our team to include cabinetry for kitchens and closets, which will further improve the living comfort of beneficiaries. We expect to hand over 647 units starting in July of 2023.
In his national address, the NDC leader also revealed that the plans for Grenada's modern state-of-the-art teaching hospital are proceeding, and they are now in the advanced stage of the negotiations to acquire 90 acres of land for a new hospital in the Calavini area. Negotiations are expected to be completed in the coming weeks. He also highlighted areas his government will be focusing on in the future, including moving to renewable energy Energy.
Bold decisions which would affect our trajectory for the next 25 years. Do we continue to invest in fossil fuels? Or do we make the decision now to commit to renewable energy and invest instead in wind and solar farms? Carrico and Petit Martinique provide an ideal location to test the feasibility of this avenue. Do we continue to educate our nation's youth in the way we have been educated for centuries, static, in a standard classroom? Or do we invest in technology now that helps our students to be at the forefront of advancement in artificial intelligence? These are the nature of the questions and the decisions that we intend to address soon.
In his closing remarks, the Prime Minister said, based on what was achieved in 1 year, he is convinced, and I quote, that as a people we can achieve any goal if we work together, unquote. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Well, government gave its review of its 1 year in office on the heels of its anniversary on June 23. Following the Prime Minister's national address on Wednesday evening, some members of the public gave GBN their assessments of the government's past 12 months in office.
Just come, so you have to give them a chance to try in. You understand? So just give them a chance, I will see how things go. I mean, the room didn't build in 1 day time. You understand? So let me give them a chance and let me see what they're doing. You can't complain. No time you have to complain. It'll take 1 day at a time. Okay, by God's grace.
Well, so far everything has been good for now. You know, I mean, some of the promises that they had made has come true so far in terms of the pension, etc. So they did a tremendous job so far. So I hope that whatever promises they have again in store for people, they could probably proceed all of them.
I find it doing so good because check La Calum. They complaining La Calum when the NMP was there, and he do not good. Go if you go up in La Calum, you go see they're looking real nice. To be honest, he's doing a very good job. For a young person, he's doing a very, very, very good job. And the experience was young too, so they're not nothing. Since they're in power, they do a lot of good, but more by the countryside. Right? They're doing a lot of good, but more on the countryside. They're not doing nothing in Cherry Hill. They're not doing nothing other places, only St. David. But on the other hand, they're doing good for now. I don't have no problem with them. But what I want them to do now, passing Cherry, see what's going on, passing Grand Mall, pass other places and see what we need, because we need, for number one, we need a street light in Cherry Hill up the step. Number two, we need a road. We need a lot of things, so they have to go wrong and see what's going on. They can only go one places and do things. They have to roam and see what goes.
In some things I do satisfy, you know, in everything you have some things you will not satisfy with something, but some you is satisfied. Well, on my thoughts, what they have done, well, you know, you have to say it's 1 year, so they are trying, because you have to give them some time that they could really do if you want to see big improvement and so on. So for me, I find we have to give them a time to show us what they can do.
I would say great, to be really honest. I did not vote for NDC, but I'm so impressed with the job that this young man is doing. I'm so impressed. First of all, they started off with paying the money, so then that will have the country bubbling. At some point, people have money to be able to spend around, which is good. There's a lot of things that needs to be addressed in terms of over all the old buildings in town and getting the town, rejuvenating the city. I hope they have plans to give some attention to that. You know what I mean? Other than that, fabulous government.
Well, as the NDC administration commemorates its first year in office, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has given assurance that the outstanding issues of regularization of workers and pension reform are still high on government's agenda. Nisha Paul reports.
In November last year, the ruling administration honored its campaign promise and paid out over $70 million in retroactive pension and gratuity to retired public servants. However, the promise to regularize contract workers, creating one public service with everyone appointed by the Public Service Commission, has been set back by issues which the government says threaten to cause irreparable damage to the economy and the future of pension payments. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell provided an update on the steps his government has taken towards resolving these long-standing issues during its first year in office.
I'm happy to report that the draft regularization framework is now at an advanced stage, with rollout expected in the latter half of this year and the start of 2024. And the Pension Reform Committee is actively working on a new public service pension plan, which should be completed by January of 2024.
Approximately 2 weeks ago, he told the host of GBN's Beyond the Headlines program that Cabinet has agreed to contract the services of a consultant to assist with the issue of pension reform. Prime Minister Mitchell said while his government has achieved significant progress in the ambit of labor relations, there is still a lot of work to be done. He touted the implementation of bi-monthly salaries to government workers and pensioners as a major accomplishment.
We expect that by September of this year, that all statutory bodies, government and state-owned entities will do the same.
Meanwhile, as nationwide consultations continue with a view to amend the minimum wage order, Prime Minister Mitchell is encouraging greater participation from the trade union movement.
And I call on the unions to display more leadership in these discussions.
For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Now, would Grenadians have a special $50 note for the country's 50th anniversary of independence? Well, that depends on the decision to be made by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Council. If approved, the special note will be part of plans being made to celebrate Grenada's Golden Jubilee in 2024 in a grand way. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell gave an insight during his national address last evening.
Independence is a significant process in the decolonization movement in the Caribbean region. Its political, socio-economic, and cultural implications for development are still ongoing. So just what's in store for the 50th anniversary celebration on 7th February 2024? Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell gave a hint when he announced the appointment of a special committee to plan for the event. The Prime Minister was at the time addressing the nation on the occasion of the National Democratic Congress administration's first year in office.
I take this opportunity to announce that a special select committee of persons led by Dr. Wendy Crawford, and which includes a representative from each parish, have been appointed to organize and manage Grenada's 50th independence celebrations. The celebrations will commence in earnest in September 2023 and will span the entire year of 2024.
The country's leader is hopeful the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Council responds positively to a proposal to mark our 50th anniversary celebration.
Part of our Golden Jubilee, I'm happy to report that Cabinet has approved and made a request to the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, our ECCB, to have the bank issue a special celebratory commemorative 50 EC dollar note to mark to mark Grenada's 50th year of independence.
The theme for Grenada's 49th anniversary of independence was The Journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future. The Prime Minister left these words in his closing remarks.
Words of Albert Einstein. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. It is that imagination that led to Grenada being declared an independent nation almost 50 years ago. As we approach this important and privileged milestone, we must once again find that imagination to allow for greater achievement for the next 50 years.
Christina John, GBN News.
Network News, welcome back. Over the past 3 weeks, health officials have detected a slight increase in COVID-19 cases on the island. At the same time, there is an increase in influenza cases compared to previous years. The rest of the details in this report.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles says the weekly reports on COVID-19 cases on the island show a steady increase in positive cases over the past week.
We have noted a steady increase in the number of detections of COVID cases. All right. For example, for the last week that we monitored, 71 cases were detected. The week before that, 42, and the week before that, 26. So, as can be noted, we're seeing a gradual increase in the number of cases. Now, this is nowhere near to the numbers that we were seeing when we were experiencing the more acute phases, or the more earlier phases of the COVID pandemic. But it calls our attention to the fact that this condition is still there, and we ask the public to still be mindful that it is there.
The doctor, who was speaking at a recent press conference, advised the population to wear their mask and follow other protocols that will hinder the spread of the virus. This, he said, is important to ensure that the country will not have to implement strict measures to keep the spread of COVID-19 at bay. Dr. Charles also stated that the number of respiratory cases recorded for the year so far is slightly higher compared to previous years. He revealed that the island has experienced 2 spikes in various respiratory viruses.
Now, earlier in the year, that first increase in cases, all right, were due to a different set of viruses as compared to the second spike. Now, earlier in the year, we noted that a number of common cold viruses, such as rhinovirus and parainfluenza and human metapneumovirus, these are common cold viruses. These cause infections routinely on an annual basis. Many people get over them without any issue. But later on, we had the introduction of the H1N1 influenza and a virus called respiratory syncytial virus. Right? Both of these also cause acute respiratory infection, but the infections that they cause can be a little more severe as compared to the routine common cold viruses.
Meanwhile, the CMO said dengue fever cases on the island have dropped.
And so far, I'm pleased to report that for the past 4 weeks, we have noted progressive decreases in the number of cases of dengue. All right, we have noted progressive decreases in the number of cases of dengue. This is a positive sign. All right, but we are mindful that we are in the rainy season, and there are many opportunities that mosquitoes can find to breed and spread the disease as a result.
Rena Pitt Thomas, GBN News.
The story to report. A social skills consultant and behavior modification interventionist is recommending the identification of the roots of violent behavior as a means of addressing violence among young people. Dr. Niels Chaitan's comment comes against the backdrop of the recent spate of violence in the country and the heavy involvement of the nation's youth in several incidents.
The thing about it is that this is the fruit. The root is somewhere else. When we look at what the increase in school fights, I mean, for 2021, 2022, I was involved as an interventionist, a team of us going around into high schools, and the amount of weapons we took away and the amount of school fights there were, it just, thank God, these weapons did not convert into an incident, right?
All right, we can tell you too, Dr. Chaitan believes part of the issue is that those social dynamics have changed. Traditional parenting customs are being used to raise 21st century children.
You know, to mitigate this at all, we have to go back to the root. And people say to me, well, Dr. Chaitan, that's a lot of work. Yes, it is a lot of work. What are the roots? The roots are some dysfunctionality somewhere. If we are honest, as parents, we cannot help our children to live by the rules, to respect people's life, to respect themselves first, respect us as authority. Then what happened? We ship that out in the school system, right? Then they can't handle it there. Guess what? It ended on the street.
Well, as part of efforts to finding a solution, Dr. Chaitan will be hosting an event on Saturday, get at helping parents identify the early stages of violent tendencies among their children.
What we decided to do is to put together a conference, and it happens this Saturday coming. It has a very nice caption, poolside inspiration. We want to take parents to a night, give them a nice environment, so we've teamed up with Pointsland Hotel, which used to be Fox Inn, and at 4:30 on this Saturday, that's June 24, it's going to be exciting. They're going to get a laugh, but they're also going to get some concepts they could take home with them, concepts to parent 21st century children, because you know we are still using some old concepts, right? And how do we help parents to deal with it? How do we help them to make sure that children become successful?
Birds of a feather flock together in this evening's GBN I Saw.
Birds of a feather flock together. In tonight's GBN I Saw, a long stretch of utility line is seen lined with pigeons. The video was recorded along Sandal Street on Wednesday evening. Wires are believed to offer a convenient place for birds to perch, particularly if there are no tall trees or vegetation around. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
This woman a friend not the man, down in the grave already. I come to sing in rebellion, they're down in the grave already. Well, in case all you know, I'm Mr. Shack from Trinbago, and on July 8th in Grenada Trade Center, I come in and tell you that Saturday night is a Kaiso fight between me and Stunner, but I got deal with him, send him out the ring crying to his daddy scholar, cause boy, Saturday 8th of July, boy, well you know it, no like boy, I come in with my guys, so boy, Grenada, Saturday 8th of July, 7:30 p.m. Hubbard's Legends in concert. First time after 3 years. Back with the big clash. Trinbago versus Grenada. Come out, let me celebrate Kaiso together. Wow!
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Now available. Grill Master Takeaway. Healthy choices of dinner is available every day from 5 p.m. A solution to end your day with healthy, hot meals. Are you tired of fried, greasy foods, junk food, high-calorie food before bed, leading to a bad night and sleep? Grill Master brings the solution for you by offering customized, hot, fresh, healthy grilled food sustainable for after workout, your keto diet, and those who love greens. Let your last meal be your next day fresh start. Grill Master is second to none. Advance your order for pickup or delivery at 439-3737 or our WhatsApp number at 1-473-423-3737. Grill Master, second to none.
New era, chaos and LED. Get on us, Lord. Grenada had the best man's by far. Grenada had the best job in the whole wide world. Grenada had the best man's by far. Grenada had the best job in the whole wide world. Watch mass and watch bacchanal, soca gone international. That's going around the globe, soca not just for carnival. Watch mass and watch bacchanal, soca gone international. That's going around the globe.
Mr. Mention the wing high, then you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low folder.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Who does man of the party? Tell them it's 4-7 trade. Shout it, let them know where we represent 4-7 trade. Who's the body's passing? 4-7 trade. Them no crazy like.
Alright, welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. It's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, and before we get into the calls and so forth, let me pay some homage to our Facebook participants, contributors. Anil J. Ramesh says good morning. Cassandra Phillip, good morning everyone, have a great day. Agnes Dowden says good morning. Lydia Cameron says talk to your representatives in Cherry Hill and let them know what's going on in your neighborhood. That's why you elected them. Also, Rochelle says, good morning, Innocent. Happy 1 year to my Grenadian family, NDC. God bless you. God bless us. Cynthia Fraser, NDC administration is doing an excellent job so far. Rochelle says, Innocent, you happy today? Love the dancing. God is good. Bless his name. Happy Friday. Yeah, I'm always happy. Mr. Gordon, good morning. So says Mildred Smith. Good morning to you and all your platform lovers near and far, all the way from New York. Geraldine Macmillan, happy anniversary to the government of Grenada for an excellent job for the first year anniversary. NNP couldn't do in 20 years. Marilyn Gordon, the administration is doing great for such a young group, new in politics. Just continue the great job and congratulations to all. Right. Coiland, before Coiland, there is Marilyn Gordon says, former PM Shu couldn't be on the ground because he always driving. He hardly used to walk, allegedly. Paul says, good morning, Mildred. Good morning. What else? Yulin Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada Carrier Kupini Matnik. Blessings to all on this fantastic Friday. Have a great day and a wonderful weekend. Good morning to everyone, including you, Mr. Joseph, and have an excellent weekend. Waland Akwat. Yulin Alexander says, congratulations to the NDC government on their first year in office. Happy anniversary to you all. Have done well. Very well. God's blessing upon everyone as you all celebrate. Ernesto Jose says, good morning, Innocent. Can you wish Reese of We Culture a happy birthday for me, please? Reese, happy birthday to you, girl. Ernesto Jose wants to wish you a happy birthday. Marilyn Gordon, well, Grenada need a people. Grenada need a people. People need someone with energy and ready to get their hands dirty, not talking and showing no actions. Shauna Coffey says, good morning. Coilan Nash, NDC on your 1 year in office, we fight hard. Good morning, Paula. So says Mildred Smith. All right, let me see what's happening on our WhatsApp platform, because when we get into the calls, it's difficult to always revert to this. All right. Okay, let me do this. Say good morning, Gordon. That's a true fact. Have a fabulous day. Say hello to Woodlands near Nelson Shop. I'm jealous. Woodlands near Nelson Shop. Good morning. Somebody jealous. I know why. Okay. Someone says, yes, NDC trying, but like some of them representative not listening, or maybe friends is better than quality. That NNP house building group walking over Claudette. Lady, be upfront and stop that twisted one-sided houses. These misfits say try building for government. But lady, you should see and listen to the clang doing that chicken coppers. Oh, that's French. 435-2041. That's the number to call to get in on the conversation. And we have a number of things to talk about this morning. But first, remember the word of the day, hashtag. It is a word or phrase that starts with the number symbol and that categorizes or comments on the text or image it accompanies. All right. The thought of the day, people take different roads seeking fulfillment and happiness. Just because they're not on your road doesn't mean that they've gotten lost. That is so true. All right, let's head to the telephone line, 435-2041. Let's see who it be. Good morning. We lost that one. Yeah, that's the number, 435-2041. Let's head to the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Good morning. How you do? Well, no.
Everybody celebrating 1 year in office, 1 year victimized,
Okay.
1 year is victimized. So tell them, I say, put that in the pipe and smoke it. It I know do good or do well. So if anybody I said do well, one set of people, not the Grenada. It isn't when Grenada go in power is for white, for yellow and alone. It's for everybody.
Okay.
So when you hear they talking about 1 year in office, 1 year victimized, tell them that.
Okay. Well, they heard you.
All right.
Have a good weekend, eh? Don't raise your pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. 435-2041. That's the number to call to get in on the conversation. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent. How you do?
I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. Listen, Mr. Innocent, this morning I want to say to all the young people in Grenada, this is a lifetime of opportunities. Everything that the Prime Minister is doing, everything is pointing to help out young people. Whether you could read, write, or whatever, if you're illiterate like me, there is an opportunity there for you. I'm begging the young people to jump and take advantage. Even the Honorable Ron Redhead, I have to say congratulations to him, because when he first, I don't know, at his early stage, he was kind of a little me, if you know.
I know what I mean. What I mean? He was kind of what?
He was kind of little me, drug food, kind of like wandering.
Okay.
But no, even the Honorable Lacrette can beat him, not even Tevin Andrews. So I am telling you how well they are doing with the young people. But I give them 9% out of 10. I give them 9 points.
Okay.
They're missing one. You want me to tell you?
Tell me.
The point is that in the campaign, they fulfill almost every promise, excepting taking out the old and vulnerable people from poverty. Now, in the budget, the Honorable Prime Minister, I love you very much. Now, he campaigned that he's going to help us out of poverty, which he's doing on one side. Now, the other side, the poor and vulnerable people, nothing to begin with was budgeted to assist the poor people, the old people. No, he says, when I ask him the question in a pocket meeting, he says that he has to sanitize the list. I agree. But after 1 year, the list has been clean and sanitized, and nothing has been put in place, increase. Let me get to the fact. Increase from the $300. Absolutely nothing in my sight from the budget come down. No. Innocent, when you look at the Honorable Prime Minister said 500 names added to the list, I'm thinking, what list? Because in the Parliament meeting on Tuesday, I think, now I listened to the television very careful, that the Honorable Telesford never mentioned, and that is his portfolio, never mentioned any increase of names to that seed program, to the list. So I don't know if the list but the people haven't yet gone on the other list to receive the money if I'm trying to explain it properly. And I don't know if it's 50, and I don't know if there is some form of misunderstand some way. I don't know. But what I am saying, the former Prime Minister Kit Mitchell was not a supporter, in my view, of the poor and vulnerable people. He was giving a handout for votes. Now, Uncle Tilly had the people in his hand. He tried his best. And if Uncle Tilly didn't give a 200 increase, these poor people would have still been in the 100, but they would have get the bribery in the 150 and take it out after. But this former Mitchell to Mitchell, as the Labour guys say, a Mitchell is a Mitchell. I haven't seen any indication so far that he is going to increase, maybe have it in mind, but he don't say it yet. So I am just imagining that the old people will be getting maybe a $600 or $700 or $800. You know, I imagine that. Okay. And I've seen how happy the face will be. So I'm calling on the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, to do something in increasing the little money for the old people. Now, you're innocent, I'm on the ground.
Okay, yeah, but you have to cut it too, eh?
I'm going to cut it right now. I'm calling on them to do something and do something fast because time is not these people's friends. Okay. Have a blessed weekend.
You too. All right. You have a good one yourself. All right. Annette Ragbasin says, let me take this comment. Okay, before Annette, Love Child Kim says, that's a poor and vulnerable lady. Lady, you're mad because you stopped getting handout. Okay. Caller, 1 year ago, all your tail cut. We celebrating and we people and country is being transformed. So just go SIP your green Kool-Aid, sip your green Kool-Aid, but you have it in capitals, and get a job. Ask NDC will give you one that suits your qualifications and experience. Stop making yourself a pappy show. Buy cricks and cheese with the money NMP paying you. How much, man? What happened, man? I mean, okay, that's some low blow jet. All right, Alicia Brown. So all you want the PM to do everything the same time. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you this morning?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Same thing. I'm thanking God for life.
Nice.
Like yourself, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I want to suggest to the government that they do something for the youth that will instill in them value, love for work, value for work, and dignity. And self-esteem, high self-esteem, and a motivation to want to stay in the country and develop the country. Now, I'm suggesting that the youth who graduate from TAMCC or wherever they graduate from, and they don't have lands, their parents don't have a lot of land to give them, that if the government can cut up the government lands they have in high woods, in good areas, give some of the youth who are interested in farming at least quarter of an acre. Now let me tell you how it can work. So these youth have this quarter of an acre land. They give them on a lease to own basis. So they pay $20 a month because there is nothing free. And the youth have to understand that. We have to instill in our youth a value for hard work, a desire for hard work, a love for hard work is dignifying. Okay, so they give them, and they work with the Ministry of Agriculture. The Ministry of Agriculture work with them, with the technicians and seasoned farmers.
Well, there's a program like that already installed at the Land Bank Initiative, eh?
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, the Land Bank Initiative, that's a work in progress.
But what I want to suggest is that, okay, so if they put this lands in the hands of these young people, they do a rotation farm program where, okay, a group of farmers will be farming lettuce in one area, cabbage in one area, carrot in one area. So, and you look at the demands of the market. And so throughout the year, you have all the crops, but everybody could get sale because one farmer, okay, you don't have tomatoes alone at a given point in time. So every farmer produce will sell. Of course, you rotate because you don't want to deplete the soil of its nutrition, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they do we do composting. The little quarter acre lot, you have an area where you could do composting. And these crates that we are dumping could be used on the land to build compost area, and each farmer should have a little goat, a little sheep to help with manure, fertilizer for the land. That's just a silly suggestion I want to suggest. I'm thankful for the great agriculture program the government rolled out, and we have to work together to let it work. As a caller said on another radio station this morning, we are behind in agriculture, and there was a time we were ahead.
Okay.
So let us work together with the government, so especially for the youth. We old people, we're going. We need something for the youth. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, caller. Have a great weekend. Good. Bye-bye. 30 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's take a first commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
At the NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. Pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivor's benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider. Important announcement for CIBC First Caribbean customers. Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited invites prospective customers to collect their debit and credit cards, checkbooks, night depository keys and bags, and deposit books at its distribution center located at the GV Steel Conference Room, number 14 Church Street, St. George's. The center will be open from June 19th to July 8th, 2023, operating from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Mondays to Fridays, and from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. You will be required to present a valid photo ID for collection. To avoid any delay in your service, we encourage you to visit Co-op Bank's distribution center at your earliest convenience between June 19th and July 8th, 2023. We look forward to welcoming you home.
Welcome home.
On Saturday, July 29, Montrouge Plainfield will be transformed into a sea of grills as food, fun, and friends collide. It's the 10th annual Maggie King of the Grill competition. The best chef and barbecue kings and queens compete for cash, a new grill, and the title of Maggie King of the Grill. Come savor the flavors. Try to bust the ice cold bar and let the kids have their way in the bouncing castles, pony rides, slides, and games. Try your hand at dominoes or the beer and leg competition and win instant cash. Come 7 p.m., you go stateside to enjoy performances from top local acts. It's a whole evening of fun at the Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, July 29 at the Montrouge Plainfield. Gates open from 12 noon. $10 get you on the inside. Powered by Maggie, Hot 98, and GBN Television.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. Quickly, let's see what's happening on our Facebook page. Marilyn Gordon says, the old people old, but I guess they can help themselves with the help of their families. Vicky Thomas says, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Congratulations to the government of Grenada. 1 year in office and doing good. But Grenadians love too much free money. Only a set of talk for free money. We don't want to help ourselves. Let's continue with this. Lord, heal our mentality. Love Child Kim. If the PM increases taxes to give more money to the poor and vulnerable, all you will complain the same way. You can't please Grenadians, boy. Tam Belfon. So because all you're calling the PM baby Jesus, all you expect him to work real miracles in 1 year. Alicia Brown. Boots on ground and it not even getting dirty. Laugh out loud. Forward we moving. All right. Why everybody now know what the new administration has to do for the youth? So NNP didn't know that the youth existed then, not only now. Common people, chill. It's 1 year. Grenada need to so many reformation. It will take more than NNP time because they created real damage, allegedly. Barbara Williams says, good morning. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Now, we all need to thank God for the year in service with the new administration. They did well, and they need to be congratulated. And whenever people do well, praise the effort. You don't need to looking at everything to happen at the same time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So thank God for the achievements, pray for them, and pray that God will help them to continue to keep their promises. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. It's 23 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and it's the conversation. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Innocent.
Hi, morning.
Common entrance is just out, And as much as a child, no matter how bright a child is, you can't take him or her and put them in Form 1 in a secondary school and expect them to pass CXC. This government is in Form 1.
Right.
They cannot achieve everything at the same time. People have to wait and understand. This is a Form 1 government. You're in Form 1. Wait until you in Form 5, and then you could criticize. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. One of our WhatsApp contributors says, good morning, Innocent. Something that is getting out of hand concerning the seed program in alphabetical order. On first day, A to whatever this thing is not taking place. Some people still coming on the Wednesday when they should not, and this thing causing confusion. I would like the Ministry of Finance to look into it, that it should be carried out as scheduled. Okay, all right, some sort of order. Someone says there is no such thing as free. These poor and vulnerable, did they contribute to the economy in any way? I lived in the UK, and before I got my wages, tax and insurance was taken from it. Therefore, I benefit today. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Hello, good morning. Caller, good morning. All right, okay, no problem. All right. 435-2041. That's the number. Good morning. The Prime Minister and his team is doing a very good job just for 1 year. They did a lot. So says one of our WhatsApp contributors. 435-2041. Guys, the ice cream and cake NDC giving, you all have to work for it. No free handouts, so don't eat so fast. Cynthia Fraser says, this is 2023, and it's high time people wake up and roll up there and learn how to fish and stop depending on handout opportunities. Opportunities are staring us. Let's grab the opportunity and turn it into productivity. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Hi, morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you doing, sir?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Hey, easy. Just calling to let the public know that the new song, I didn't start wanting to be a songwriter, but it happened this time around. So just looking for some support. The song is out, The Fountain of Youth. A young man from Victoria, Odell Paul. He's the vocalist. He and his father, Perry Paul, did the arrangement. It's different from the Jump Up and Wave and all that. So, please go on YouTube. It's OD3LL. So it's OD3LL. As in Odell, but with the number 3, and the song is The Fountain of Youth. Hopefully, we hear it on GBN.
Well, of course, I'm looking for it one time.
Well, I sent it to you, I think a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, on WhatsApp.
So check your WhatsApp, it's there.
Okay, all right. I know what the problem is. The WhatsApp doesn't always work. OD3LL.
OD3LL, and the song is The Fountain of Youth.
Okay, let me see. I want to play that song. And then, So
all right, man. Thanks for the support, right?
You turn a composer now?
Well, that's not what it started out being, but I have to say we're working on something again.
Yeah, we are.
So we'll see where it goes. We're talking creatives. We have to prop up the locals. Maybe it's time we start, playing more of the local music and leave Ed and all these other big guys to North America and so forth. Not that they shouldn't get airplay, but I think we need to appreciate our music as well. And I think I can proudly say that song is a good song. So please, take a listen, give us a thumbs up, share. We really appreciate that. For those of you who have benefited from my pro bono service, I'm simply asking for reciprocity. Just 3 minutes and 31 seconds of your time on YouTube. Just listen to the song. That's it.
You could bet your bottom dollar I will play it after 8, yeah?
All right, man. Thanks very much.
You hear what rhyming? Play it after 8. Have a good one, W.
Yeah, all right, bro.
Blessings. Good. 18 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning, Gordon. Thanks for your greetings to the Computer Store Grenada Limited. Also, there are other Caribbean islands affected by Brett. St. Lucia for sure. Not just St. Vincent. Okay, St. Lucia, be safe, all right? Be safe, St. Lucia. Let's take this caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent, and morning to the listeners and the viewers.
Morning.
I think there's certain things that we need to look at. We are told, for instance, that investors don't come in a place that is unstable. We used to be told that a lot in the previous administration. We need to ask ourselves, are we much more stable? Is the atmosphere more peaceful, more conducive to harmonious living? And the answer is unbiased yes. I mean, any honest person would admit that the atmosphere in Grenada right now is much different. Of course, there's a long way we have to go to correct all the mess that we have created over the years. And I think that is one of the most positive things that we could congratulate the government for. I mean, I'm not interested in the little minor dodgy house thing, whether you give a little bit of road here and a little bit of thing that, but to me, the overall atmosphere is key. My concern, though, I mean, on the maybe near negative is that we haven't heard anything about the arrest or near impending arrest of people related to wrongdoing from the past. After a year, we need to hear if there's any progress. We know that the government can't do everything, and maybe it may take time, but is there any work going on to ensure that those who do the evils of the past will be prosecuted? And then finally, the issue of the post office. We were confused at the status of the post office on leading to the general election. We didn't know. We were told that the leader said he didn't know who owned the post office. I mean, so we need to know what was the situation then and what is the new situation now, because we almost give up the post office in the past by even surveying the workers, and there was a lot of money spent in terms of compensation and so on for the workers that was there. Okay. That is one. And then also the Gravel and Concrete corporation, we need to know what the real status there, because all kind of nonsense was done there also. So these are the things I think that I would be more interested in to know, because we need to really straighten out things. But generally, I think I really, really appreciate the atmosphere towards peace and tranquility in Grenada. Okay. The minor stuff is, the sum of whether you get $150 or whatever, that is minor. We need to also, finally, I said final before, but we need to also consider the effect on the debt that we have incurred in this country over the years. Steve Fashigi, in writing around 2000, said that each Grenadian, even though unborn, was already eligible to pay $18,000 debt. And I'm sure it grew even further if you do the calculation. So we have to bear in mind that we have struggled with debt from the past, and we need to find a way to ensure that going forward that we could pay the debt, but at the same time live in a basic way, in a human way, without being deprived of basic human nutritional needs and so on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, caller. Mm-hmm. It's 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. May says, good morning. $600 to $700 we are asking too much. How were the seniors making it during the NNP era? Why they want a miracle with NDC? I don't know. All right. Aaron Joseph, the foundation is being laid by the government. The path is clear. So let's put our effort together and forge ahead and build Grenada. Ernesto Jose, first, I want to congratulate Team Transformation on their 1 year in government and our PM Baby Jesus, as NNP called him. I can say I am pleased with the many progress made. If 1 year, so much been done. I can't wait for the 5 years. PM, Carriacou and Grenada. Also, that PM is for Petit Martinique. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, morning. How are you?
Good morning. I wanted to know, change your innocency to the opposite of innocent.
Okay.
No, I don't know it. So let me tell you this. I want to make a recommendation for you. To you. Now, I find, to me,
I have a recommendation. Listen, I have a recommendation for you, and that is the last time I'm giving you that recommendation. When you're talking to me, turn down the volume in the back.
Well, let me give you a joke. You might think it is. My whatever gadget is low as low could be. But it's because you may have a gadget inside your thing that's interfering with my gadget or whatever it is.
Okay.
Anyhow, let's go ahead. Because it seems to be better now.
Yes, it is.
No. I look at this thing. Every morning, I'm not saying you are wrong. You're giving us words. The meaning of words that not being used in our environment. So next time, I want you to give you words. I'll suggest you 1. Because it's rampant now. You know they used to talk about thieving? Well, everybody knows what thieving is. Now they're talking about a word, hack. Not the one when you try your truth. Maybe you could spell it for the public now. We're hearing about this thing rampant. And I'm suggesting to you, and I know that we have been hacked. Why should I say we? In Grenada, or some of us have been hacked rampantly. But certain institutions are keeping it dead, because if they make it alive, they would be affected by it. And I know what I'm talking about. Maybe when you reach in certain circles, or you perhaps in this particular institution, you will hear people complaining. And I want you to explain what you mean tomorrow morning, hack or what's the word again? Saipa and all that kind of thing. That's what I want you to put to the people, so we would learn. In fact, the youths might know what you mean by that. But people like me and people old as me don't know what is involved. So these are the words I wanted to use.
Okay.
Thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope the people in Grenada listen and the government try to help in alleviating this problem that are now and have raised this ugly head
what, the hacking?
in Grenada in the other parts of the world, in the wider world. Thank you very much.
Have a good one, eh? Have a good weekend,
Thank you.
All right, good. Oh my goodness, folks, it's 10 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Before we take the final commercial break, let me just pay attention to our WhatsApp. Good morning, Innocent. You are doing great. Congratulations are in order to the Prime Minister and his team. My advice to them, continue to occupy space, stay focused, relevant, be visible. Allow God to be the director. What I love most about them is their humility. Okay? I thank God for 1 year of the NDC government, and I'm happy he is from my parish. Chinese quote: teach a person to fish and not give them one or half a fish every day. The PM, Deacon Mitchell, I made an acrostic poem. I would like you to read it. Okay. All right, well, you had to give him that. All right. Another question: will any government give back the money to the poor road workers, debushing what the NNP removed in 1999 around the Christmas time? I know. Yeah. I really don't know. Okay. All right, folks, what we do, we take a final commercial break in this segment, and we come back with the wrap after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Then you have things like Manumos, Post Combat, you know. We have the low power there.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake, I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Coming up, visitors just keep flowing into Jamaica. We'll tell you why. There's hope for pancreatic cancer patients, thanks to top medical experts with assistance from the corporate world. The Commonwealth Youth Games on the horizon, and the Caribbean's top junior athletes are already in fine form. One of the best getaway resorts, a serving of nature's gifts. It's all coming up on this station.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. Okay, why all you afraid to ask Keith, the opposition leader in office, the question you all want the new administration to answer? They, the NNP, created it. The NDC is trying their best to fix it. All right. Ernesto says, I want to thank God for delivering Grenadians out of the hands of NNP and the cult organization. And I'm urging Keith Mitchell, don't give up leadership. Keep fighting for it so NDC can remain in government 5 terms plus. Keith Mitchell, do what you have to do to hold on to the leadership of NNP. NDC needs you there. Keep on saying one for the road and to remain there. Also, that is the way it is. Okay. One for the road. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
Okay.
I'm just calling one to congratulate the government on the first CA in office. And again, I'm appealing. So much has happened for this week, and we have not heard the PRO for Jesus yet come out and say anything.
Caller, good morning. You good?
Innocent, have a good day and a good weekend, will you?
Definitely, you too, man. The PRO for Jesus. Oh my goodness. Ricardo Xavier HG said, Innocent, you were very composed. I would have been laughing hard at some of these callers. Well, I just laughed. 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock. This is going to be our final caller this morning. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. And how are you, sir?
I am alive and thankful.
Thank God for His grace and His mercy.
All the time, all the time.
But I don't give up that. I want to make a statement. I want to ask the past government, the people, the companies that they sell out shares to the native too, and they not give them anything. I would like the chatters on the street to ask the past government to pay the people, to give the people the conduct money, please.
Okay.
You understand? Because the policy about it, the chatters on the street here in everything, and everything is opposed to the chatters on the street. But all the people who buy the shares in cable and wireless and electricity, how much donkey years now? They don't get in nothing. So I'm asking the chatters to ask the past government to give us the money, please. We need it. Either give us the dividend or pay us by shares.
Okay.
Like that, you understand?
Yeah, I understand. But you know, sometimes let me tell you two callers. Sometimes, I am of the opinion, right, that too many times we leave things up to the other party. Sometimes as the person involved. Now, I'm not saying that they're not supposed to seek for assistance, but sometimes you have to be more aggressive at what you want.
I'm not talking about the present government to do it.
No, what I'm saying is, okay, if I am one of the persons who invested in a particular entity or so, and for some reason I'm not getting the returns as I think I ought to, then I am going to no politician to find out about that, and I go in and find out for myself.
Well, let me tell you. I will tell you something. I find out over and over, and the last thing they tell me now is in Antigua, I had to get the information I can get in Grenada.
Okay.
They tell me that.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
If them know that is the whole transaction, they them get in contact with the people in Antigua and tell us what's going on.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, have a good one, and I do hope you get a good resolution, an amicable resolution to this, all right?
Thank you.
Have a good weekend, man. Yeah, God bless. All right, folks, this is where we wrap it up. Before we go, Yulin Alexander says, Innocent, have a blessed weekend. Thank you. You too, Yulin. Ernesto Jose says, Innocent, have a great weekend. And Grenadians, stop killing one another. Let this weekend be peaceful. I agree. Lynette Hercules, blessed weekend. Innocent, thanks. And same to you. All those of you who participated one way or the other, thank you. I think I need to take this. Hello, Innocent, greetings. It is unfortunate to recognize that all the political representatives, lawyers, doctors, etc. lived abroad but never revealed the difficulties they encountered and returned home and enjoying their privileged positions without making comparisons to other countries. Modus operandi. So advise the diaspora to curtail their input. Okay. All right. Folks, we've got to go here. Those of you who participated one way or the other, thank you for your participation. And have yourselves a great weekend. Please let peace reign, all right? I love you. Bye-bye. If the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it again together on Monday. Join me tomorrow for the West Indian Marketplace. Don't forget that. Bye-bye. Love you.